I'm excited. We're going to break the matrix, guys. That's what I'm saying. Oh, okay, I got to pin one thing before I start. Guys, if anyone wants to join my Telegram, free, completely free, no barrier to entry, nothing. It is super duper duper free. Link is in the description. Live calls, free live calls where you get to talk to me. And then also, you get to hear all my unfiltered field reports, stories, and things from the field. What's up, brother? How you doing? Yeah. Yes, sir. So today, we're going to be talking about the 10 things that shocked me about male-female dynamics. The first thing that shocked me about male-female dynamics is this. Men are not allowed to have standards, but girls are. Where I said, you know, if you want to find a high quality woman, you gotta be a high quality guy. If you want to find a high quality woman, do this, this, and this. The amount of hate that I got from girls saying, "What the fuck do you mean by high quality woman?" Like a girl who's nurturing, empathetic, feminine, a little bit submissive. I mean, that's kind of what I want. I don't want a masculine woman. And I was just like, I was starting to like, even the idea of a guy having standards was to them disrespectful and foreign, and so many women got mad at that. That shocked me. I was like, what? Like, are we not allowed to have standards? Ask a girl, what do you want? And do you want a high value man? Yeah, I want a high value man who's rich, who won't cheat on me, who's loyal, who will stay at home and be my slave, and then go out and make the money and come back and blah 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 and this and that. And then when a guy wants standards, it's usually not okay. Like, we're just expected to settle for whatever. So I've seen this. How I see this play out is a lot of women not really working on themselves and then just complaining. But the guys do the same thing. Listen, I'm like the opposite of a woman hater who complains. Guys do the same thing. We complain and then we don't work on ourselves as well. It goes both ways. But in general, I find that girls are allowed to have more standards and guys aren't. So that's number one. Here's another thing that shocked me about male-female dynamics. One thing in particular. Most men are utterly terrified to approach. Not in Bali as much. In Bali, as you can see, people, they just be out here dating. It's a great spot to learn how to get women. It's a great spot to really get out of your comfort zone socially. But most men in general are fucking terrified, man. Just absolutely terrified to approach. And that kind of shocked me. And most men don't do nearly enough volume to get the results they want. I've talked to guys who are like, yeah, I want to be good at my dating life. I'm like, okay, how many women have you talked to? Have you approached? And they'll be like 0 or 1 in the last year. And I'm like, dude, it's like, bro, you haven't even tried yet. When guys do try, it always shocks me on how little they try. Like, they'll go out and they'll do like 2 approaches. I'm like, motherfucker, I do 100 a day sometimes, and I don't get results on those days sometimes. Not always. Some days I go out, I do 5, and I get laid 5 times in a week. It just depends on the week. But I don't get caught. I don't go out and do 1 and complain about it. I go out and do fucking like as many as I can. I rip the Band-Aid off. I'll go on this beach and I'll literally say hi to everybody. So it's not that complicated. It's literally just go out, rip the Band-Aid off, and approach all fucking day. And if you need help with that, send me a DM. My entire program is just covering this one thing, which is ripping the Band-Aid off. It's what I help people with. You're gonna like number 3. It's harder to find a cool guy than it is to find a cool girl. Now, this is a huge one. I realized this in Budapest. It's harder to find a cool guy than it is to find a cool girl. One time I was out solo and I met these 2 girls, hot girls, who wanted to hang out, and I needed a wingman. So I was like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my friend. I was trying to find a wingman in the venue, and I could not for the life of me find a cool guy. I was like, it must be fucking hard to be a girl. Like, there are 0 cool guys around. What the heck is going on? And then when I finally found these 2 guys that seemed semi-cool, I was wrong. I brought them to the girls, and one of their idiot friends, so I met this one guy, and his idiot friend came up, and the first things out of his mouth was this. This is what he said. So, are you trying to get these girls, man? Right in front of them. And I was like, why did you say it? Like, and I fixed it. I saved it. I was building vibes, I was building rapport, and these guys couldn't even talk, bro. They were just stuck frozen with fear. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these guys? You have zero game. Why do these guys have zero game? Why, when I'm out in the nightclub, even when I find a guy who I think is cool, he can't just be cool and be a good wingman? Listen, man, it's harder for girls than it is for guys. Do you know how many fucking weirdos there are out there? Like, when I go to the nightclub, do you know how many men I see? I'm like, God damn, why are you guys all so fucking weird? Not all of them. There are cool guys there, but there are so many goddamn insecure, needy, weird, socially uncalibrated, toxic guys out there. That's just the fucking truth. And then, when I meet a hot girl and I need a wingman, it is just insanely difficult to find a good wingman. But then finding a good guy friend, finding a hot girl, there's like 100 hot girls everywhere. It's easy, fucking easy. Next thing, I think is number 4. The fourth thing that shocked me about male-female dynamics, and that is this. Every guy says that he can fight, and hi, how's it going? How are you?
Good.
Where are you from?
Australia.
Ew. All right, so every guy says he can fight. This is live, bro. Every guy says he can fight, and then he 99% of guys have never stepped foot into a fight gym and haven't practiced. And every guy wants to believe he can fight. Every guy, if you ask him, if I get angry, I'll fuck you. No, most guys can't fucking fight for shit. You see them fight, they look ridiculous. And every guy in his ego, in his head, wants to believe he can get girls, because it's too crushing of a reality to realize that he can't. Here's the beauty in realizing that you suck with women. When you can just sit there and accept the fact that, hey, I fucking suck, which was me. When I was 18, I was just like, I suck, bro. That's when you can actually improve. The first step is admitting you have a problem. Ask any guy, bro. Just ask, hey, bro, do you know how to get girls, bro? You good with women? Like, me? Me? Of course I get girls. The fuck? Meanwhile, they've never asked them to approach. Hey, go say hi to her. Man, fuck you. I don't even say hi to her. Fuck you. Fucking hater. Bro, zero game. These guys with zero game will never admit it. But and this is why I don't get comments, bro. I get comments where like, you got rejected? How can you ever teach this when you get rejected? You, sir, are a fraud. It's like, bro, I'm human. We all get rejected. Number 5. Girls love sex literally just as much as guys, if not more. And these girls are like, listen, this is the truth. This is what shocked, and this actually shocked me. Everyone's a slut. Let's just put it that way. Everyone, man, girl, everyone is a fucking slut. So whenever I see a guy who's like, I want a girl with no body count, and I want her to never be a slut, and then I want to marry her, I'm like, I don't think that exists, bro. We're human. Like, it's the red pill. And, we want that girl who's never slept around, but I just don't think that's now. From what I have seen, I've just seen that the girls, they hook up with the guys who get it, who realize that we're all human, and then the guys that judge, they lie to them. So you are either in one or two categories. The same girl who will make you wait like 5 months, to have sex with her, make you date her, and lie to you and say, I would never do that. I never go. The amount of lies that girls tell without even realizing it, like it's subconscious. Like I'll ask a girl, hey, do you go out? Hey, or I'll be like, do you like to party? And she'll be like, no, me, I don't party. Because she's thinking, oh, is he calling me a slut? It's like anti-slut defense. I'll see that same girl out all the fucking time. I've seen so many girls who are the highest quality you could imagine. Even Russian girls hook up with guys all the time. Girls like sex. Just accept that fact and be part of the winning side of the guys who are getting sex. I met this girl, Saudi Arabian girl, and in their culture, it's probably the most reserved, conservative culture you can have. And I hooked up with her here, and she was telling me a bunch of crazy things. How like girls, to get off, they have to like all the girls in Saudi Arabia are like fucking each other because they can't. It's like taboo to have sex outside of marriage. And like they're flying, and this girl's like flying out to a place in Bali to hook up with me because, she can do that here and she doesn't want to get judged. So even in the places where it's super conservative and they're not even hooking up as much because of how strict it is, they are still like slutty as fuck. They still like, this girl was like, as British people like to say, this girl was filth. Like, and when British people say that, they mean it like, man, this girl was like freaky. That's how I would say it. Like this girl was the freakiest, bro, down for anything. I'm like, yo. And yeah, her body count was low. But bro, it's because she's been like locked up in Saudi Arabia. It was one of the fastest pulls I had because it was just like, I'm in Bali. I want to hook up with a guy. I can finally do it. Finally. It's like, bro, even when you try to control that, fucking tripod. Even when you try to control that, they're still sluts, bro. And I don't even say that in a mean way. Like, I'm a slut, bro. I'm the biggest. Listen, I'm a man. I'm a professional. I get paid to be a slut. All right, you heard? So listen, bro. That's a little fact you can just accept about life. Like, these girls are sluts just like you, and they will hide it from you. But in reality, just be part of the guys who know it. Here's number 6. Flirting is 1,000% internal. You know, I'll have days where, for some reason, everything I say is just coming out flirty, and all the girls are flirting with me, and I'm just making out with girls, and I'm pulling, and I'm having a lot of fun. And then I'll have days or weeks where, for some reason, maybe I'm stressed, or maybe I have some kind of limiting belief that's plaguing my mind. I will not have any success no matter what I say, no matter what my energy is like. And it really showed me that it genuinely does not matter what you say at all. It's simply about how you feel inside. Flirting is 1,000% internal. It's all about what you feel. It's all about what you feel. That's it. Literally, that's it. And yeah, that shocked me because, I don't know, it's just like whenever a guy asks me, it's a big problem with my clients. Whenever they're starting to improve, why can't I flirt? And that's a barrier you can get past, and it's a normal barrier to go through. But they would always ask me, man, I can't flirt for some reason. Why can't I flirt? And I'd be like, you know, try saying this, or try this technique, and try that technique. And what I realized is a lot of it is just believing you are the fucking man who deserves that girl. It's so internal. It's just literally, I would ask my client, okay, how many times did you get like genuinely aroused, like actually horny today when talking to these girls? And he'd be like, 0. I'm like, well, dude, I'm at the club. I am getting horny all the time. That's why my interactions are flirty. You got to actually feel aroused. And the only way to feel aroused, not like a creeper. I'm not saying like be a creeper and like feel aroused without social calibration, which that's my next point. But what I realized is when you can't allow yourself to feel aroused because of your anxiety, limiting beliefs, and fear, then you simply cannot flirt. It's all internal. It's all internal. So why is it so easy to flirt after you've kissed? Part of flirting is just breaking that touch barrier and making out with her. And then after that, it's so much easier to flirt because you've gotten the proof in your brain that I'm allowed to make out with this girl and there's nothing wrong with it and nothing happened to me. So 100% of the time, once you've made out with a girl, it doesn't matter what you say at that point. You can say anything, it becomes flirty. And yeah, I should make a masterclass on how to unlock this part of yourself and break your limiting beliefs. It's a huge part of the game. And I would say I really fully unlocked that this year after running my boot camps. Is my largest leap in my own game personally. So that's it right there. That's number 6. Number 7 is, this is another thing that shocked me about man and female dynamics, mostly men on this part. Most people are 100% self-absorbed, walking around in a daze, and have zero idea about any other experience outside of their own. I just noticed this with the game when I'm coaching and I have people approach, or I just notice it when I walk up to people and like, dude, so many people are clouded with negative thoughts, they're consuming really toxic content that's fucking up their brain. They're eating bad foods that's giving them brain fog. I've done all these things myself, so I'm not perfect. You know, people are hanging around the wrong people who are clouding their judgment and their mind. And for the most part, a lot of people are they're in a haze. Like, it surprises me how many people are in a haze and they don't see reality and they don't read social cues the right way. Like, guys have zero social calibration. Like, it's really interesting to see it sometimes when you're out at a night out and you try to approach with someone. It's like, yeah. And listen, I'm fucking not perfect as well. Like, everything on this list, I have fucking failed at least once. So, like, I'm not perfect. It's just my observations. I'm good at observing it. And that is number 7. Let's talk about number 8. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to look at my notes tab. Okay. I'm a weirdo. Let me start with that. I'm a weirdo. I'm a fucking weirdo. I'm nerdy. I'm quirky. I have high anxiety. I'm a nerd. I'm working on my anxiety. It's getting better. I'm really like high energy a lot of the time. I like a lot of weird music. I like to sing at home, and I'm just fucking weird, bro. I'm weird. Fuck it. That's all good. I can be weird. I'm allowed to be weird. My game is weird. I'm a little awkward sometimes. Getting better though. I'm getting better. There is there is a girl out there, and I've met many of them. I've dated them in my last situationship, who fucking loves me for all of my weirdness. Like literally, I am their perfect archetype. Every single girl has a guy. For some reason, you just do it for them. I have a unique personality, and some girls like it and some girls don't. You might have a unique personality. You might be a short Indian dude. I don't know. Like you might have a different look than most people, and just realize that there is a girl out there who fucking likes the optimized, confident version of you. You can't be not working on yourself, negative, limiting beliefs. You still have to have game, but there is a version of you that for some reason, girls just like it. The last point of the video, the last thing that shocked me about male-female dynamics is this. A man's value, yes, facial expression is the key, exactly. A man's value fluctuates rapidly and dramatically. You can be the best guy in the world at the bar, you're a G, you got girls around you, and if you get needy, even for 1 second, she will leave your ass. You can be hanging out with her for hours. You can spend money on her, and it buys you absolutely zero equity in that friendship, situationship, relationship. When you're in a deeper relationship with a girl, it buys you a slight time period where she will allow you to be a little bit lower value. But within maybe who knows, whatever time frame. Hi, how's it going? Would you want to be in my video? I want to ask you one question, easy question. I'm doing a live stream. You're scared? So you can be in a deep rapport with a girl, and if you get jealous, needy, or you show low value behaviors, limiting beliefs, whatever, your value in front of her eyes is like a fucking light switch. It will shut off immediately. And building it back up is like a volume knob. It takes time for her to see that you're hot, cool, and high value. That was shocking to me because you can feel like you have a real connection with a girl, but the minute she sees you as low value, that connection dissolves immediately. So that's just the name of the game. Your value as a man dramatically shifts in the game. Thank you to everyone who joined. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace and love, guys. I'll see you in the next one. See ya. Peace.